This is Jorge Rivera with FirstCoast.tv. I find myself with
Tomas Jimenez Jr.
Okay, and we're here in Jacksonville. There's an event. I know. I don't wander into Jacksonville much, but the election is coming, and I think meeting with Mr. Jimenez here, Attorney Jimenez, is very important because he has a very special event. Could you tell us what's the name of this event?
So it's the Candidate Forum and Voter Registration Drive. As simple as that.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple. And when is this event going to happen?
So it's October the 9th. That's going to be Tuesday.
Okay.
At 5:30, starting at 5:30 at Cuba Libre Havana Jax in Jacksonville, Florida, on Atlantic Blvd. We'll have registration at 5:30, so you can come in and kind of have a social hour at the beginning. Obviously, get your name tag and so forth, find a seat, and then we'll start promptly at 6.
Okay. Is this a Democratic event? Is this a Republican event, or is this a bipartisan event?
It's a bipartisan event all the way through.
Okay, so all the candidates have been invited.
That's correct. All the candidates have been invited. Yep.
And what are some of the candidates that have been invited?
So we have, we have Ron DeSantis and Gillum have been invited. We have Governor Scott's been invited, as well as Senator Nelson's been invited. We have all of the House of Representatives, Florida House of Representatives folks have been invited. We have some confirmations, basically, of many of these candidates. Senate have also been invited as well. So we're going to have as of now, we have 11 folks that have confirmed their attendance to present.
That's excellent.
So it's going to be a pretty big event with some big names. Again, it's going to be both sides of the aisle that are going to be there. Really, it's going to be. There's not going to except for one. Will there be one party represented without the other party being present?
All right. And so, why are you doing this event?
Really, it's just an outreach. I'm very active in the community in Jacksonville, and I think it's very important in this election cycle, and really in all of them, that we have the folks that constituents are able to meet the candidates. I think a lot of times we don't get to meet the candidates individually, and we don't get to know the person. We see a name on a ballot, we see a party, and people either are not energized enough to go out and vote, and if they do vote, they may just vote party lines as opposed to being able to understand the issues and the candidates. So that's really the idea.
That's a great point. And I think what's wonderful about that event is not just Duval County, it's all counties, because some of these elected officials will represent in a state capacity and not in a county capacity.
That's correct.
So I think that's important. Now, last time have you had events like this before?
We did. We had one actually in July the 17th.
Okay.
And we had a great turnout. We had a little over 300 people that came, that made it to that last one. Wow. And it was everything that I hoped it would be, and not exactly what I expected it to be, which is great. So it was quite the event, and I think this one's going to be equally as big. I think we've gotten a lot of attention from the last event, so I think it's helping getting the word out on this one as well. So.
Okay. Now, how are you getting the word out? I know FirstCoast.tv will have the video of this interview, but what other ways are you letting people know that this event's coming soon?
Okay. Yeah, so what we've done is we've created a Facebook page, of course, Jacksonville Candidate Forum.
Okay, Jackson Candidate Forum.
Jacksonville Candidate Forum, yep.
Okay.
So you can go there, you can see the event, and if you like the page, you'll see future events, because our plan really is to have other events in the future. We have the July 17th event, we have the October 9th one, we're going to have one in the fall for the upcoming event in the fall, elections in the fall, and then we have, of course, 2020 coming up in the future too.
That's coming
so
real quick.
it is. So we have a plan to keep this thing going. But that's one of the ways that we're doing it, and we have some other folks like yourself and other media partners or friends that have come and helped support. So like the Times Union, for example. Channel 4 is going to be putting us on the morning show on Monday before. There's like Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is helping us as well. They're getting out with their networks, and just friends and people of the different parties who are really active and energized about this election, is getting the word out. So.
Oh wow! Yeah. Wow. Well, I thank you very much for this information. I think this information is crucial. A lot of people are not aware that the Constitution does not guarantee the right to vote. A lot of people are not aware of that because the system was different. So it's a great civic duty. It's a great power that a citizen has. And, things that you do, like what you're doing, are very important to keep them informed so that they feel that once they vote, they don't regret their vote.
Right.
I think it's important.
That's very important. And that's really the whole thing, is that, we want people to meet the candidates, and then we also want the candidates to be able to talk to the people, so that the people can say, here are my issues. Here's what needs to be resolved, or whatever the problems that they may have or ideas they may have. And then these candidates, when they become elected officials, can understand these issues and be informed when they're making decisions with regard to law and policy. So,
All right. Well, thank you again.
It's
You're
my
very
pleasure.
kind.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.